Hey y'all, hey. I don't even know how to begin this video. um, Hope you had a great day. Hope you're having a great night. Um, so a little thing about me, I started this YouTube channel to like express myself and to also meet people that are similar like me, um, that may have like similar beliefs or whatever. No, I'm not no devil worshiper. So, if you are, might want to go to the other side of YouTube. Yeah, anyway, I'm here tonight to talk about my dream. I had this interesting, beautiful dream, and um, I've I had a series of dreams. I had a series of dreams, and I always been like this type of person to have series of dreams. Like I've just always been that type. Um, but there's this place that I keep visiting. Like I don't know if astral projecting or if like someone is summoning my spirit or whatever. But like when I have these dreams, I've never met these people in my waking life. And if I have, it must have probably been like I crossed paths with them at the store or something. So anyway, my first dream, on the plane. I'm in the back of the plane, right? And I'm with two other people. I'm with this I'm on the right side. Yeah, I'm on the right side of the plane. And my friend, he's on the left side. Mind you, I don't know who he is. I've never seen this guy before in my life. But he's light skinned. He was giving me like gay guy vibes. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just like, hold my hand. I'm like, hold my hand. I think I'm like on the aisle seat. Yeah, I'm on the aisle seat and he's on the aisle seat. I'm like, hold my hand. He's like, what's wrong, girl? And I'm like, I'm not trying to be too loud or like cause a scene, but like, I'm scared. I'm scared. And he's like, it's okay, we're gonna be fine. We'll make you scared. And then I'm like, look at her. And there's this lady, she's like big. You know what I'm saying? She's like, she remind me of my daddy mom. Like, my daddy mom big, like 300-400 pound big. And I'm like, she gonna cause us to crash. and I'm not body shaming nobody. It's just this is what was in the dream. This is how the dream went. And when I have dreams, they're like cinematic dreams. Like I grew up, this is in real life. I grew up in drama class, art class. And I never knew I always wanted to be a producer or like the camera guy. But when I have dreams, they're like eagle eye, the way they, I don't know the proper terms for them, but the way the camera is like moving and stuff, that's how it moves like in my dream. It's so interesting. So anyway, yeah, the dream is like a cinematic dream. And we're like taking off, right? So the lady, she moves like this to the side, and I kid you not, I swear, it's like the plane. It's like the plane went like this, and I'm just like, I squeezed my friend hand. His hand was like this in my hand, and I'm just like, and I remember throwing my seat back, and I'm looking at him. He's like, ah, like, but anyway, so I didn't know I had another friend behind me. It was a female, dark brown female. She had like her weave in, it was straight. Um, just like like how the normal the normal female look nowadays on social media, with the like the tight fit and the hair and the nails done, the like smooth makeup and the eyelashes and stuff like that. She's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, stop playing. I'm scared. And she's like, girl, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be fine. So yeah, takeoff was fine. Takeoff was smooth and everything. They kept reassuring me, it's all right. You're gonna be good. We're gonna get there safely. We're gonna land. I think in my mind we were going to Las Vegas. Let me say we kept going like we're going to Las Vegas or whatever. But I don't think that was the point of like where we was going in the dream. I think the more significant thing was the two friends, and that's like angel number two, and like taking a smooth takeoff, because I looked and it was saying like a smooth takeoff means success, especially in like your near future, and it says like the number two means balance, peace, harmony, and cooperation and consideration, and it resonates with faith. And it says like when I see number two or have like two people in my dream or whatever, it means I have to have patience for the good things that are about to come. And it's saying that number two also represents union. And it was saying that like the angel two energy will take me to a higher level. It's positive vibes. And my angels were there to remind me to let go of burdens and to move forward. And it says it also says that the angel two number means I need to open up myself and have like an open mind and open heart, especially like to others. And it says like for as far as like the number two for in love, it was saying that I like my true love may be around the corner, closer than I know, and we're gonna share the same destiny. And then like I always say like I'm really not gonna be married to somebody that's like the total opposite of me. Like I've always said, he's gonna be like an artistic person. He's gonna be, you know, awoke. He's gonna be like, know that there is a higher power out here that made the universe, that made the trees, the air to breathe, and the animals, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I think that's what that dream signified, right? So I don't really don't remember us like landing, but I remember it's like that dream faded away, and then like I'm fading in to another dream. So this dream right here, this dream was like Wakanda, like straight up out of Wakanda meets suburb. Now the reason why I say this, because all I saw was like black guys. All I saw was black guys. Like I'm back in high school, and then they was wearing like football uniform, but it was more so like I don't know. Like, what's the name? It's this one show on Netflix where it was like all the adults died and it was just kids. And like the football team, they had like a uniform like that where they had like black feathers on it. And they just like, I don't know, hardcore it up. But that's how it was in my dream. And they were like, they coming, like the British is coming, the British is coming. So they was like, we gotta prepare, we gotta prepare. And I'm there helping. And I'm just like, okay, we're looking for parts of a plane. There go that plane again. So we're looking for parts of a plane. And that's a black plane. And of course, everybody couldn't fit there. Like, I mean, they was deep. There was like 200 deep people, for real. And I just remember like this beige house. It's like a really big beige house. It wasn't white. It was like like beige. And it was nice. It was really nice. This was like really in the suburbs. But this looked like some freaking I don't know. Like Wakanda. But anyway, all I remember is some people when we finally put the plane together, the plane was black too. It was like I didn't really look at the significance of black, but the plane was black, the people were black, the uniforms was black. And we like put the plane on our shoulders. It was guys, it was women, and like we was like picking the plane up. We would hold the plane up, and we was like all like moving backwards, and somehow we just like shot the plane up in the air. Let me see. To dream of black. I don't really know if that had any significance other than black excellence. um so yeah, okay, so it says black can mean any number of things. It can represent emotional darkness or diving into the subconsciousness. And I think that was more so of me just diving into my subconsciousness. It can represent a bad situation for you or something dark going on in your life. It can also represent mystery or death. Blah, blah, blah. Nope, that ain't none of that. Let me see. Honestly, for the fact that I was with like a whole bunch of people. I think that meant like teamwork. And we were like all putting in to make sure that we succeed. Because I think we were like all preparing for some type of war. And I really didn't like depict on that one. So the plane flies off. The plane flies off, right? So that dream fades away, and I'm fading into my new dream, my third dream, right? So it's like daytime, and it's these Caucasian guys. We're gonna call them Caucasians. What else am I gonna call them? I don't know. So anyway, they're like in duck suits. They're like in duck suits wearing Homer Simpson slippers, right? And I'm like joning on them, but they like, it's like a multiple of them. And I arrived, I faded into a house, like another house, but this time it was like in the woods. The trees were tall. They were like pine. I think they were like pine trees, but you know how like people cut the branches off of pine trees. But it was daytime, and the Caucasian guys, they were, like I said, they were in duck suits, but their heads were shown, but their bodies weren't, and they were wearing Homer Simpson slippers, and they're like having spears trying to fight the people that's at the house. Now this house, it was a brown house. It's a brown house. I had looked up brown house. Excuse me. Let me see, what does it mean to look up brown house? I looked it up, but I forgot. Well, it don't mean that. Oh, shoot. It said, this is so funny. Google be so funny. The the devilments of Google is so great. But anyway, it said the brown house, someone who commits very stinky or unnatural smelling farts. Well, it ain't that one. Okay. Dang, I seen it. It was saying it represents stability and security. I think that's the one that it was something though. I think that's what it is. Resilience, dependability, security, and safety. The color brown. You know, a house is you, or like your subconscious mind. So whoever was there, I was there, like, I guess, like, with a party or people, whatever. And I was, like, joning on the Caucasian guys. I was, like, with your duck feet and people was laughing. And this reminded me, like, school days when we used to be on the school bus and we would, like, be, like, having, like, a clowning session, basically. We would be having, like, a clowning session. Like, people would be, like, joining the others and stuff. And I used to be the one to try to, jump in and join the group. So, I don't know. That faded away. Like, the war faded away. Whatever kind of war that was. And then it was, like, nightfall, right? So, when nightfall came in, the house, there was the same brown house. I was on the same property. But the house, like, when I walked inside the house, it was like an open floor plan. So I walk in from the front door, right? And you see, like, the living room. The living room is there, but the stairs are all the way to the right side, and it goes up. And then when you go up the stairs, you can look down. It's a balcony, and then it's like a chandelier. And then, you know, when you walk through the front door, you can see the dining room. Right there's the dining room. And then it's like kind of like L shape, and then the kitchen is there long, and then like it's the backyard back there. I didn't go upstairs, so I don't really know what was upstairs. But it was like, it was a nice open floor plan house, but it was small. And there's like, I've been to this house before. I've been, like, I can't remember how many times I've been to this house, and it's always the same guy. It's always the same guy. And, you know, like, when you wake up, you're like, I don't know. Everybody different when they wake up. Some people are energetic when they wake up. Some people are drowsy when they wake up. But, excuse me, a little dry. So, this guy, he's like sitting down, right? And I realized, like, after I woke up, I realized, like, he was sitting on the throne. You know, like how some people, they have, like at their baby showers or their birthdays, they have like the little thrones. So he had like a throne. And it was, of course, it was black. I mean, it was red and it was trimmed out gold. And like, I've never met this. Only time I've met this guy was in my dream. The only time I've ever met this guy was in my dream. Like, for real, for me to like actually like I've never met this guy when I'm awake and I'm like, hi, how are you? No, he's like, he's skinny. Why am I'm like getting dry? He's skinny and he had like waves. He had low cut hair and he had like these waves. And I mean, I don't know what he was wearing. I think he had he had just like a normal crew neck t-shirt on. Ooh, excuse me. I'm getting all choked up. Hold on, let me get some water. So, and then I think he had like some regular, what is this doing right here? He had on like some regular jeans. Yeah, he had on like some regular like jeans or whatever. I mean, it wasn't nothing like too fancy what he had on. I mean, it was clean. Like, he was clean. And I think he had like a chain, like a Cuban link chain. You know, just like fresh, clean, nothing over the top, just normal guy. My bad. Excuse me. So yeah. And the vibes I was getting, I was like trying to be flirty with him, but not trying to be flirty with him. It felt like kid brother, kid sister type vibes. And I'm like, what you doing? What you doing? And then like, it's just glowing. Like, you see like how my lights are? I had to turn my lights on for this. Because I'm like, whatever I was trying to get in there, I want to just keep on gathering that energy. So I'm like, what you doing? What's up? And I think through his eyes, he could see something. Like, that's why I'm like, dang, was I like astro projecting? Is this like a dead guy? And I'm like, that's not creepy. I'm like, okay, hear me out on this. I'm thinking like, is this guy dead? Like, in the real world, is he dead? Cause I seen him. I visited him before, and it's always at this place. And he showed me a glimpse of what he was seeing. And it was like a party. It was a party at the house. It was a party at the freaking house. And like, I'm like still trying to put it together because I'm like, is he showing me this on his phone? Like, they had like a video shoot or whatever. Because like, I'm in two videos. No, 3. I'm in 3 videos. And like, all 3 of those, I'm talking about music videos. Because I was, you know, I did like little videos or whatever when I was younger. And all 3 of those videos were house parties. Like, we were all like young 20-year-olds at a house, like just having fun, partying, the pool, you know, have our little drinks. And it's just, we were all vibing. And that's what he was showing me on his phone. I don't know if like he touched me and I showed, I can't really like remember like the specific details. But through my eyes, it was like, you know, when you turn your lights off in your house and everybody's asleep, and you just got like a light on and it's like illuminating the room. That's how it was for me. And it was dark outside too. And keep in mind, like, we're in one of those houses where like it goes up a hill and there's like trees all around us and stuff. Yeah, so it's like, you know, whatever. To someone that doesn't dream, it would be like mystic and spooky and scary. But I've had these dreams so many times, and I've had these like, just, you know what I'm saying? I've been in this place so many times, like, it's so normal to me. And we're like joking around and stuff. And he was like, going somewhere with your Jackson self. And I'm like, Jackson? And I automatically think Jex. I am. I looked it up. A whole bunch of like weird, interesting things popped up about the word. But I think he more so meant like Jackson, as in like Jonan, you funny, cute, whatever, Jackson. Like I've never heard of that word Jackson. So like if you know if you know anybody that has ever used this term Jackson, or if you have ever used this term Jackson, let me know. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm not getting like he's like my husband vibes. And like I'm not getting that we've like done anything, because I know that there's something that they say that they have like spirit wives or something, or like spirit spouses or something. Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. It's just he seemed like a freaking brother to me. Like a friend, like somebody I grew up with. Let me see. So I woke up at like 12:24, right? Excuse me. I'm just getting over a cold. So, like, this is the thing I do. When I wake up, I always try to, like, correlate my time with scriptures. Right? Right. Okay. So, I look up 1 Samuel 12:24, and it says, "Only fear the Lord and serve him in truth with all your heart. For consider what great things he has done for you. But if you still do wickedly, he shall be swept away, both you and your king." So I said that the guy was in a throne, like sitting on a throne. And I visited him like 2-3 times before, probably more than that. And oh yeah. And I remember he was like, go. He was like, go. I remember, no, I was like, what's that? What side of town are we on? I was like, are we on the east side? Are we on the west side? I was like, are we on the north side? And I'm like, oh, we on the south side. I'm like, this feels like the south side. But he didn't say nothing. He was just like laughing. He was laughing. And he was like, go home. He was like, just, it's time to go home. Go home. I was like, dang, okay. So I'm the type, I was still talking, like on the way out the door. Like I was still talking. And I looked back at him. He smiled. But I feel like he's stuck there. Like, I don't know who that is. I think that that's his limbo. Like, I honestly, truthfully feel in my heart, like, that he is some type of somebody's son. And I just, like, visit him occasionally. I don't, like, if you have anybody, and I've been holding back on YouTube for a long time. But I remember when my mama had a fat back Dale, and I started a YouTube when I was, like, I don't know, 15. But I took it down because I was talking about, like, the problems at school and, like, how people were, like, bullies and stuff like that. And one of my friends had, what they call it now, he unalived himself. So that's why I started my channel. But I took it down because I was getting, like, I was insecure. So I always wanted to have, like, a YouTube channel. I would have been one of the goats if I still had that channel. But anyway, that's why I always on a YouTube channel, because so I can connect with people that are dreamers. I mean, and I meet people, they're like, girl, I don't dream. And I'm like, yeah, you do. You just don't remember it. And I mean, I want to like really connect with people that remembers their dream. And they call them seers. My grandmother, my mother's mother, she used to call me a gypsy. I'm like, girl, bye. So y'all know, I do not be reading no tarot cards. I mean, no shade to whoever do. Girl, I do not have no shrine or nothing like that. You know, whoever do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't not like you. You know what I'm saying? Because you do what you do. Like, you could honestly be a great person. I say that anybody that has like they shrines. Because I live in a community where they're like mixed race. It's like a lot of Muslim people here. It's just like a lot of like Christians here, Hinduism. It's like, it's a lot of people here. Like, that's how I grew up. Got Asian people all up and through here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a cool person. You're a good person. And, you know, you don't worship the devil and you don't hurt people. We're going to be cool. We're good people. We're cool. So anyway, yeah. They call me seer. Like, oh, you're a seer. Oh, and you know what? Because I'm the type of person, if I think about somebody, they're gonna call me. And it's like, it's always been like the most interesting thing. And like I just recently just did this not too long ago. I haven't heard from one friends, Xavier. He ain't called me in a minute, and I'm like, dang. I hope he all right. Where he at? Guess what happened yesterday? He called. Yep, he called. So I was like, cool. But I realized I started this. No, I've always been like the spirit has always spoken to me, even when I was a kid. Like I knew my cousin was gonna pass over. It said something. It was like, you see her, something's gonna happen, yada yada yada. And then sure enough, she had got the ammonia and died. It's like it's a lot. I got like a lot of incidences where like, but they say if you have like prayer warriors, you know, people that like your elders that pray, they said that they will send you angels. So like if you like for all your loved ones, you love people, you have to pray that, you know, God Almighty sends them angels to protect them. Because I remember this one guy, he's like really into, I can't even think of his name or call him up before because it was so long ago. But I remember he said that he went to Africa and he went to one of the oldest villages, right? And he was saying that that village had a king, still had a king. And he said that, you know, he ate with the king. They you know, they party, like they have the fire, they do their beautiful dancing, they play their beautiful drums and all that. And I know for a fact my ancestors are from Sierra Leone, because we have documents of my great grandmother. So I already know, like, that's in me. So anyway, this guy, I can't remember his name for nothing though, he told me, he was like, you know, you got angels with you. And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. But he was like, no, for real, you have angels with you. And he was like, I can see them. He said, it's a man. He said, it's a man and it's a woman. It's a tall man and it's a short woman. Excuse me. Do you know, one time I worked at Kroger, I heard them. Like, I heard my angels and they were warning me about like how one of my coworkers were gonna like yeah, because me and her used to take the train together. And I can remember, I think I was early, like I caught the early train or whatever. And you know, this lady got hit by a car. She got pinned up to the light pole. Yep. So after that, I kind of lost it. After that, like, I lost it because it's the fact that I've never really heard them while I'm awake. I heard them while I was awake. Because, like, I think it was like a week before it went down. I was on my lunch break. And he was like, do you see her? The person next to her is going to hit her with a car. And then I'm like, I'm at... I'm at the food line, because I used to work at Kroger. But anyway, I'm at the food line, and I'm like, there's this Caucasian guy. He's like, and I'm like, you said something? He was like, nah. He started making his salad, and he walked away like, what the heck she got going on? So I was like, okay, let me sit down. Maybe I'm just overworked. So yeah. That's the first time I heard them, and then I had quit after that, because like a whole lot of weird stuff was happening. I really believe that land is cursed. I'm gonna be that one. I do believe that some lands be cursed, and this is Lindbergh, Georgia. I believe like that whole little strip is freaking cursed, and it's Georgia. Hello. So anyway, back to my dream. The guy was like, yeah. He was like, go home with your Jackson self. I thought it was an insult, but it wasn't. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I said, I'll be back. But it felt like some love connection right there. But anyway, so I guess I woke up at 12:24. So Proverbs 12:24, it says, the hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. So this is AKA, work hard, become a leader. Be lazy, you ain't getting nothing. Be a slave. Be lazy, you be a slave. So then I came across Mark chapter 12, verses 24 to 27. It says, Jesus rebuked their attempt to trap him by condemning them for two failures. They didn't know the power of God, and they didn't know the scriptures. They underestimated God's power by denying that could raise the dead. So there's this thing like, okay, more and more like black people and just more and more people, they're like, dog, they tried to push the Bible on the slaves, and they didn't even want the slaves to read the Bible because they were saying that black people were like dogs and not worthy. So here's my thing about that. Okay. I believe there's, okay, they were saying like the Bible, it's like kind of chewed off from the Egyptians or whatever. It's always gonna be a source. It's always gonna be a seed. It's always gonna be like a beginning, right? So maybe I'll explain like what I believe in another video. But I was raised on the Bible. My mom reads the Bible every day. My grandfather, he reads his Bible. He goes, we have a church. We have a historic church. I think it's like, and then there's another thing too, because it's like, you know, when you're like in school, you can't rewrite the dictionary. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't rewrite the Bible, not me personally, but I think it has happened over the years, but yet there's still a lot of truths to it, especially like how they describe the angels. Like, come on, man, we got things that's called octopuses. You know what an octopus look like? We have, I believe, which I truly soulful heartedly believe that we have creatures that we haven't even discovered yet, you know. So I know we're not the only ones, and I can't wait for everybody to believe that we're not. I do believe that certain parts in people's brains, some people can tap into certain parts of their brains, and some people haven't got there yet. And I believe that I have tapped in certain parts of my brains because these dreams, and then some people, they'll get next to me and they'll be like, oh my God, I'm having deja vu. Like they're having deja vu, but I'm not. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So anyway, yeah, so I woke up from my dream at 12:24. I mean, I don't know. And then I woke up because the guy, he was like, go home. And you know what's crazy? My baby, he threw up. Like, he threw up in the bed and he had poop on him. So I think, like, the guy was saying, wake your behind up and go check on your baby. I mean, I check on my kids, like, when they're asleep anyway. You know what I'm saying? I got a 7-year-old and I got a 2-year-old. You know, I got my balance, my number 2, my balance, and my 7-year-old. That's completion. So, like, I'm good over here. I'm happy. I'm always an optimistic person. It's just like people just do me wrong in a certain sense. So I really stopped opening up to certain people as far as helping them. And then like how my sister did me this year, I think that was like totally cold-hearted, you know, because I helped her when she needed it. But when I really needed her help, she didn't even like think twice to stay. You know what I mean? I told her, I said, well, before you want to leave, give me like a 30-day notice. You know what I'm saying? And she could at least waited till I stacked my money up to get another car so I could be mobile again. But I'm not even stressing it, because the more and more I stress about it, the more and more it hurts me, because for her to be that cold-hearted and leave the way she did, she ain't thinking about, you know, the only person that's thinking about it is me. You know what I'm saying? She ain't thinking about it. But I mean, it's all good, because God is going to put her in a situation where something like that is going to happen to her, and she's going to feel that same pain that she put me through. So I think that's like what's all this like dreaming I've been doing. You know, my angels were on the plane and they're like, girl, you good. We got you. You know, we're flying to new beginnings and stuff and success. And then like the middle dream, the second dream, like war. But I'm working with people to like overcome it. We're building stuff together to overcome, you know, the messed up part. And then like that last dream, we're actually fighting the war. But like, I don't know, it just disappeared. Like those people just like the havoc and the chaos, it just disappeared. And then like for my dream to end like calmly, in the essence of it, it was like vibrant purple. It was so beautiful. It was just like purple, and then the house is brown, and like, and I was also in there molding the house. That's crazy because I'm like, dang, is this house made out of mud? And I was like poking fun, but I really think the house is made out of mud because I like molded. And then I like the little YouTube shows where the guys are like making mud houses. So anyway, yeah, I started molding. Like it was a fireplace, and it was like a vase, and like I was molding. I was like, oh, it's clumpy. I was like, let me fix that. So yeah, it's real out here. It's really real out here. So I'm just up here just saying, like, if you have these dreams and you feel it up in here, write it down. Like if you're scared to get on camera to, talk about it and post it to the world, you just have a video for yourself so you can remember. What is today's date? The 7th? No, the 18th. It's the 18th, December 18th. So, I mean, start documenting these things that happen to you, because it could truthfully have a stronger meaning later. And you look back and you'll be like, oh my God, I dreamt this, So I'm happy. I'm anxious. I can't wait to see what that was about. Truth be told. Like, I just can't wait. The plane was small, I must admit. In the first dream, it was like a jet, and maybe it was like 24 seats. I don't know. There we go with that number again. So yeah, I'm up out of here. Y'all have a good one. Make sure you at least give one person a compliment today. Make people feel good. Make sure at least put one smile on somebody's face today. And I will be back.